Tesla shows off mobile wall connector controls. Tesla seems to be preparing to add new functionality to the mobile app for managing its wall connector home charging equipment. With the addition, users will be able to use the Tesla app to control wall connector features such as a charging schedule, data about other home energy products, and more. A web page for the Tesla app for wall connector can be seen on the company's website, instructing users on how to connect to the wall connector and showing off some of the features that will be able to be accessed through the mobile app via Electrek. Tesla's third-generation wall connectors are equipped with Wi-Fi connectivity, though up to this point, they've offered more in the way of destination charging features than for home charging. Although you can view this page on Tesla's website, it appears that the wall connector settings aren't available yet in the Tesla app for some users at the time of writing. According to some commenters, the updated functionality may only be available in certain markets. Or it may not be available on Android yet, though some readers told Teslarati that they were able to access the integration in the US and Canada. It may also be only a matter of time before it's added to the app in all major markets. In any case, the page explains how to register a wall connector, saying that users should keep the app open and adding that the process could take up to 5 minutes. You can see Tesla's instructions for registration below. Tap your profile picture icon in the top right corner of the app to open the profile menu. Tap Add Product, and then Wall Connector. Follow the in-app steps to scan your wall connector QR code from your Quick Start guide. You'll need to accept a prompt to join the wall connector's Wi-Fi network to continue. In case you have lost the Quick Start guide to connect to the wall connector, create a support request from the Contact Support option in the Tesla app. Connect your wall connector to your home Wi-Fi network and follow the remaining in-app steps to complete registration. This will allow you to see real-time charging status and continue to get the latest software updates. Once connected to your home Wi-Fi, your wall connector will appear in the Tesla app for you to use. The page also goes on to detail 3 major benefits of using the mobile app with the wall connector. These include setting up a charging schedule, viewing your charging history, and looking at your home's entire Tesla energy ecosystem. The company also says that the Tesla app can be used to control a wall connector whether owners have a Tesla or a non-Tesla electric vehicle (EV). Last month, Tesla launched an updated universal wall connector option that has an integrated J1772 plug and can be used to charge EVs from other automakers. You can buy Tesla's regular wall connector here for $475 or upgrade to the universal wall connector here for $595. Edited to reflect that the mobile app integration is available for at least some users in the US and Canada. Tesla adjusts price of its at-home charging wall connector source. Reposted and summarized from Zachary Visconti at Teslarati. Tesla Model 3 becomes first EV to enter top 10 leased vehicles in US. The Tesla Model 3 has become the first electric vehicle to make it to the top 10 leased models in the United States. Following a period of strong growth, the Model 3 ranked 7th on the list, accounting for 1.79% of new vehicle leases in the second quarter of the year, according to a report from Experian cited by Automotive News. One of 4.25% of the approximately 42,000 new retail Tesla Model 3s to hit U.S. roads last quarter was leased, up 14% from the same time a year earlier. When only about 16% of new Model 3s were leased, Experian's Senior Director of Automotive Financial Solutions, Melinda Zabritsky, told Automotive News. The Model 3 lease rate exceeded the overall EV leasing rate in the second quarter, which was about 21.2%. The top 10 leased vehicles list is typically made up of high-volume cars and trucks, such as the Ford F-150, Honda Crossing Versys, and Nissan Rogue. With a combined retail sales and lease volume of 42,000, The Model 3 fell behind the CR-V 88,600, F-150 71,000, and Rogue 45,800. EV leasing has risen in recent months mostly because a wider range of models are eligible for federal tax credits if leased thanks to an Inflation Reduction Act loophole. The Tesla Model 3 is an interesting case because it's one of the few EV models also eligible for the buyer's tax credit. Buyers can benefit from the full $7,500 credit when they buy the vehicle outright. According to Zabritsky, the Tesla Model 3's popularity with lease buyers may have been driven by price cuts and the automaker's dominance of the EV segment in the US. In the EV space, there is so much change and so many new models coming out that leasing can be a good way to have the vehicle for a short period of time. An EV lease is a great way to avoid any of those ownership concerns that consumers might have, Zabritsky said. The Tesla Model 3's leasing rate also slightly surpassed overall leasing, which was at 21.3%. However, fewer Americans are leasing today than were in 2018 and 2019, when the overall leasing rate was above 30%. Source: reposted and summarized from Dan Mihalascu at Inside EVS. Tesla Megapack Systems supports $150 million Chinchilla battery project. CS Energy recently shared an update on its $150 million Chinchilla battery project, backed by 80 Tesla Megapack systems with a capacity of 100 megawatts, 200 megawatt-hours. The Tesla Megapack-backed Chinchilla battery in Australia will support CS Energy's Kogan Creek site near Chinchilla on the Western Down. Chinchilla is best known for its biennial Melon Festival. The country town produces 25% of Australia's watermelons, hence the Melon Festival. Here is our latest video of construction of the Chinchilla battery at the Kogan Clean Energy Hub. The $150 million project features 80 Tesla Megapack systems and has a capacity of 100 megawatts, 200 megawatt-hours. The Chinchilla battery is part of CS Energy's Kogan Clean Energy Hub. The Kogan Creek Clean Energy Hub helps deliver on the commitment contained in of the Queensland Energy and Jobs Plan, noted Treasurer and Minister of Investment Cameron Dick. We're able to deliver storage like this that helps firm renewable generation because of Queensland's publicly owned power companies. Across Queensland, renewable energy projects like this are supporting more skilled jobs in regional communities, he said. As mentioned previously, the Chinchilla battery can discharge 100 megawatts and has a storage capacity of 200 megawatt-hours, thanks to the Tesla Megapack. The entire battery relies on 80 Tesla Megapacks, delivered ready to install with integrated battery modules, inverters, and thermal systems. The battery project has a small footprint 100 meters by 150 meters. The Chinchilla battery will be connected to the grid through PowerLink's 275 kV Western Downs substation. With Tesla's utility-grade energy storage systems, the Chinchilla battery can power 33,000 homes in the area during the evening peak hours for 2 hours. As of this writing, the Chinchilla battery is in the testing and commissioning phase. CS Energy predicts it will be operational between late 2023 and early 2024. The company also plans to build a Kogan renewable hydrogen demonstration plant, complementing the Chinchilla battery. Because Queenslanders have kept their energy assets in public hands, the Palashchuk government is able to set out a pathway to progressively convert all publicly owned coal-fired power stations into clean energy hubs by 2035. The Kogan Creek Clean Energy Hub is the most advanced in the state, with construction to begin soon on its second project. The Kogan Renewable Hydrogen Demonstration Plant, noted Minister of Energy, Renewable and Hydrogen Mick de Brenny. Source: reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Teslarati. Tesla battery longevity slightly better in colder climates. The batteries of all electric vehicles that are owned and used in cold and marine climates tend to retain more of their original range on average, compared to EVs that are predominantly used in hot climates, a new study from Recurrent Auto shows. The company, which has access to data from over 12,500 Tesla vehicles in the United States through its tracking software, assigns a range score to each EV battery it tracks, which is basically the range retention percentage. As you can see in the graphic below, the average range score for 2020 Tesla Model Ys tracked by Recurrent Auto is slightly higher for cars operated in the northernmost parts of the United States, where temperatures are lower on average compared to the southernmost parts. The 2020 Model Ys that were subjected to lower temperatures have a range score of 95, which means they still retain 95% of their original observed range, while the EVs that were subjected to more heat get an average range score of 92. Recurrent Auto says that it uses the observed range when new instead of the EPA range because the latter can often be inaccurate from day one. The firm adds that it chose Tesla cars because they're the most popular EVs in the United States and among its community members, and because the Elon Musk-led company uses a very proactive battery thermal management system that cools or heats the battery to a safe level regardless of whether the vehicle is plugged in or not. Some EVs that were observed in the study may have lived in hot climates but still have range scores comparable to those that were used in colder climates. And the reason for this is that they were probably well protected during heat waves, with the study recommending that EV owners try to park in a garage or the shade when it's very hot and sunny. Alternatively, if there isn't shade anywhere, Recurrent Auto says that leaving the car's battery halfway charged as opposed to fully charged makes a difference in the long run especially if the vehicle doesn't have an active thermal management system. As for the range losses experienced during cold weather, they are just temporary, the study shows, with the battery's performance returning to normal when the weather, or the battery temperature, gets warmer. Previous research from Recurrent Auto showed that the rate of range degradation in EVs that predominantly use DC fast charging is statistically similar to those that mostly use AC charging. Source: reposted and summarized from Yulia Nistrin at Inside EVS. Some Tesla Model Y owners return to gas-powered SUVs and trucks. Tesla enjoys the highest brand loyalty among U.S. automakers, Citi analysts concluded early this year. While the brand continues to bask in a high loyalty rate, its rivals are luring a small percentage of its buyers, wrote SP Global Mobility in its recent report. Among electric compact utility vehicles, the Tesla Model Y has a 37.3% loyalty rate, while the Ford Mustang Mach-E is second at 18.5%. While 70.5% of Model Y owners buy another EV, the rest of them defect to gas-powered SUVs and trucks, SP reported. That's partially due to the large gulf in pricing between the Model Y and Tesla's luxury EVs, Model S and Model X. The Model Y long range currently starts at $50,490 before taxes, fees, and incentives after Tesla removed the lower-priced standard range variant from its online configurator. The Model S starts at $74,990, while the Model X's starting price is nearly $80,000 before taxes and fees. The upcoming Cybertruck could potentially plug this gap, after Ford slashed the prices of the F-150 Lightning in July 2023 to a starting MSRP of just under $50,000. CEO Elon Musk tweeted that it was still somewhat expensive, hinting that the Cybertruck might undercut Ford's electric truck. PepsiCo's Tesla Semi covers 1,600 miles in under 48 hours in California. Tesla Cybertruck reservations reportedly reach 2 million. Some Model S buyers also defect to non-Tesla vehicles. The luxury electric sedan is now over a decade old, and loyalty rates naturally decline when a vehicle ages, as per the report. 3.4% of Model S buyers switch to the Lucid Air, followed by the Rivian R1T at 1.8%. Mercedes-Benz EQS at 1.6% and Rivian R1S at 1.2%. Remember that these are small migration numbers. On a larger scale, Tesla continues to rule to roost. Nearly 60% of Model S owners purchase another Tesla, while a whopping 72.8% of Model 3 owners also return to the brand. In fact, Tesla appears to be gaining many more customers than it is losing. A previous SP study stated that 28.6% of Tesla buyers switch directly from legacy carmakers like Honda and Toyota. That said, the latest study is based on 12-month rolling data through June 2023 and might not be applicable to older buyers. Source: reposted and summarized from Suvrat Kothari at Inside EVS.